What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about NIO, give you a quick overview, some of the data points, what is influencing it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So NIO is pulling back 4.32%, 426 to low, 441 to high. So it is sitting exactly right now on a key support. So I'll go over that near the end of the video for the technicals, but 36.5 million for volume, 48.8 is the average. So big money isn't really lining up to buy NIO, regrettably. And these are all the transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000. So two of them are sells, 173,000, 137, and then one buy for 166. So at least big money is kind of paying attention to it, and most likely a lot of that, or at least that buy, is attributed to the recent rating. So I'll go over that in a second, but broader market is in full-on fear mode. So it is fear and greed index is under the fear category, so 33, meaning people's appetite for risk isn't necessarily there. No actual news associated to NIO, no SEC filings. Couple things did come out. One is just this, showing that they kind of unveiled and launched a new update, so over-the-air update. This was, I think, brought up like last week, but in my opinion, this is good for customer satisfaction, but still no real reason to go out, drop what you're doing and buy NIO because of this, nor is it kind of a reason to sell. So one of the biggest things for NIO today is regrettably its technicals. So as of right now, shorts are increasing 486,000 shares, 10.99% of the free floats being shorted. Works out to be 146.78 million shares overall are being shorted. So shorts definitely are kind of pouncing off of the negativity in the broader market. Cost of borrow average on a side note is 3.08. Utilization is 100%. So yeah, it's one of those unfortunate things. I know a lot of people are saying like, why are shorts even entering? There's a lot more upside than down, which I do completely agree with. But I think at the same time, a lot of them are acting based off of the technicals. So it is kind of the unfortunate thing. One thing that did recently come out though was a new rating. So most likely this is what prompted that one buy, but there was a buy rating by Citi, Jeff, who has a 39% success rating. So equally as bad as this individual yesterday, but $8.90. So pretty positive rating if you ask me. That's the highest rating for NIO as of right now. So it's kind of a weird scenario, right? You get the most bullish rating coming out, but NIO is continuing to pull back. So it's the market seems to favor negativity when it comes to NIO, and then anything bullish just gets brushed under the rug. So it is what it is. But 3.05 million in calls, 2.48 million in puts, 48% of all the options being done today are bearish in nature. Of the call options, there seems to be a consensus for it to be above 450, so not really much upside. If you think about it, bears are anticipating for it to be sub $4, so kind of evenly divided based on that. So what is your viewpoint? Kind of looking out though, even into 2025 and 2026, bears, kind of worst case scenario right now, are anticipating for it to be sub 4. So if you think bigger picture, maybe there might be a little bit more upside in that regard, but I think in reality, it's just the technicals. That's kind of what is moving NIO in the short term. Hopefully by that time it'll be profitable, so it might align a little bit more with the actual what happens operationally, but it's that seems very far out from this stage. But right now with it at $4.31, it is right below this S2. So this 432 definitely needs to be that kind of strong pivot point, and so NIO does need to close above that. If not, then in theory, market's closed tomorrow, but in theory Friday you might have a even further pullback again because of the technicals. So watch for that 432 in the short term. 441 is going to be that next strong kind of resistance point, which conveniently it did bounce off of that, so that is a strong resistance. And then $4.16 is going to be that next strong support. So like I said, it is following the technicals to a T. What's your viewpoint as well on that recent rating? So yeah, the most bullish rating doesn't really do anything whatsoever. So yeah, one thing to note though, I've been monitoring to see if any analysts have changed the earnings per share or revenue. So far, nothing to note. So still negative $2.22 based on 6 analysts for the earnings per share. And then for the revenue, it looks like it is roughly 20.08 billion, so no change whatsoever. So analysts are kind of sitting tight with that. On the actual chart itself, this is where you are seeing a lot of bearishness. So as of today, it is pushing below the ALMA. Yesterday, it did bounce off of those very strong kind of resistance points. So that was the third attempt essentially at breaking out. So this is where you might see a even further pullback. One key point to really watch for is kind of where it's at right now. So it does need to close above, again, that strong pivot of 432. If not, then you will see more of a further pullback similar to what happened in August, where it hit kind of the high threes. So yeah, I hate to say that because I do really like what NIO is doing, making good progress. Just the market hates it. I've been saying this for a while, and honestly, yeah, the market does legitimately hate NIO. So I think they just need to honestly hit profitability, and then that is where naturally shorts will just kind of repel off of it, and then hopefully big money will start to really back up the bus. So let me know your thoughts on NIO. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Are you buying? Are you selling? What is your overall thoughts on NIO? What's your viewpoint on that rating? And on a side note, if you want all of this information to be completely free, analyst ratings, everything that you see under here, you can have all that free. Link in the description below and also the comments. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolute bangers, so pop over there and take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments for that as well. But with all that, appreciate all of you watching.